Hey guys. So yeah, here we go. Happy Thursday. Did you get over that hump? What'd you do? How'd you get over your hump, baby? Let's talk about it. I can't wait till people start getting on here, but introduction. This is your daily tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. If you're finding me on Astrology Motivation, thank you. Also go find me on Born Without Boundaries Tarot on YouTube. That's my premium, I guess my first channel, my main channel. That's where all the zodiac specific readings come out every single week. 12 readings a week, every single week for you guys. Also coupled with their Vimeo extendeds, Born Without Boundaries over on Vimeo. That's where you get your near personal and love reading, 2 readings in one. Awesome content, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you guys are really loving the variety. I'm trying to produce a lot more content. What's up, man? What's up, guys? Thanks for joining. Oh, thank you for joining. I'm so happy that you are joining. Thank you. Okay, it's Thursday, man. If you know my schedule, today's pretty much my Friday. I'm a little bit cocky today because I got ahead with my personal reading, so I don't even have a personal reading to do today. And I'm just feeling like it's time to like, da-da-da-da-da, little darling, here comes the sun. I just want to like sit out in the sun and tan. You know what I'm saying? I just want to relax for a second. I'm already doing this coming week's weekly astrology forecast. I don't know why I'm so doom and gloom. I'm going to try to be a little bit more optimistic because the truth is there's a lot of really beautiful things happening right now. The issue is that there's a lot of attachment to the past, and you know, my Cancerian ass is all kinds of lost in my past. So I think I just have to like get myself out of the dregs enough to be objective so that I can see that when I focus on right here and now, the world is beautiful and life is really beautiful. And there's a lot of synastry happening. There's a lot of chemistry happening. There's a lot of transformations that are beautiful. Transformations are always awkward, but they're beautiful. You know what I mean? Like they could be wonderful things. So there's actually a lot of beauty in this world right now, and I gotta focus on that. I'm not trying to be pessimistic. I think I just err on the side of caution with don't jump into things, or you know, and don't get yourself too involved too quickly. Not to say that everything that's happening right now, because we're in Mercury retrograde, because Saturn's in retrograde, because Pluto's in retrograde, no. Not everything that is happening now is bad. I just think it's a time to be more reflective and to think through things twice, 3 times. But what I do know is that the psyche is on point. And if we just look honestly to our heart, we'll get the answer that we need. It's aligned with our truth, right? And our truth is speaking to us. It may not give us a yes or a no, but it'll vibrate happy or uncomfortable to, you know, what is really, where we really kind of belong, where our vibrations are taking us. Do you see this little angel? I love you. I love you. I love everything about you. She's feeling better today. She was not feeling so good. Yeah, she had the diarrhea, but she's good. Oh no, Mommy loves you. Mommy loves you. You're the best girl. Yeah, Mommy loves you. Okay, so there's me loving up on my dog. Hello. Yeah, there's me loving up on my dog. Anyway, if you ever want a class in love, get a dog, because they're the best at it. And they're the ultimate teachers. They are the gurus of unconditional love. Really. Go to a dog. Watch how dogs love. Gurus. I'm telling you. Thursday, today, the moon is in Pisces, but it went void of course at 7:10 a.m. and it will enter Aries That is some combustible shit. At 1:59 p.m., I think we're there. Yeah, we're there. So we're there. The moon is now in Aries. Because this is Eastern Standard Time. And so that's about a little less than an hour and a half away. Yeah, we're already there. Moon is in Aries right now. Color of the day is green, and it is a day of planting. So no matter how hard it is for me, I'm going to have to push myself through and continue to work today. It's very important. So Aries, Gemini, what's up? Aries, Gemini, and Taurus. Taurus, actually, your reading was off the fucking hook. Actually, Gemini, I'll say this. I thought all the readings yesterday were the bomb. I always love my readings. But Gemini, whoa. Aries, I couldn't think of a great title, but the reading itself is fantastic. And if you're looking for some good news, go watch the Taurus video, because the Taurus video was a lot of good news coming in. A lot. So, wow, good vibrations, really good vibrations. You know, I think it all depends on how we deal with transformation right now. And Taurus, you're doing surprisingly well. Anyway, that's really what's going to determine like whether we're happy or sad right now, is how we deal with transitions, because this is a transitional period. It's kind of like the in between, and we can love it or we hate it, and that's going to reflect on how good or bad we think life is right now. Let's get into the reading. Let's do this. So today is a very good day. Let's see what advice Tarot has for us. Okay, networks, communication, opportunity coming through or coming through friends, or you giving opportunity to friends. Queen of Wands in reverse. That is usually feeling suppressed, or like you have no creative freedom. It could also create a little bit of desperation. But then we have this. Why? The real answers, the truth be told, really being able to see and illuminate and love our feelings. And then there you go. Triumph, victory, success. The way it's coming out right now is that there was some sense, okay, the central energy here is the Knight of Pentacles, not in reverse, but this side of the card makes you realize that the Knight of Pentacles has done too much for other people and has decided to not pursue his own dreams so he could instead focus on helping other people out or being the conduit of other people to their dreams. Meanwhile, his fell to the wayside. But all this laurel, this little piece of grain that he holds on his back, and the fact that he's looking out into the distance, he hasn't really forgotten. He hasn't really completely forgotten all that he wanted for himself. And this is that transitional stage right now. That's where we transition from living life for others into really pursuing what we were put on this earth to do. Yeah, that's it. That's the change. Now, we might not be the best at it, but it doesn't matter. What matters is that we enjoy the process and that we're doing what we love. That's really what matters right now. Okay? And then we have the Page of Pentacles, which is a new opportunity, a new try, or being new at something. And then the Fool. That's fantastic. In other words, it's time to try. This is a good time to, this is a good day to open yourself up to new opportunities. But then we have the Tower. But see, this is the Tower about like Pluto and Saturn kind of thing. It's the Tower, or the all-seeing eye, seeing and taking out the powers that be, that to bring peace and balance, because this wasn't balanced. Like, in other words, seeing the things that need to be changed, and those are the things that are coming down, and allowing our walls to come down. Judgment is in reverse. The Sun card is not. Judgment. Okay, this is interesting. Judgment came out in reverse, which means some sort of bad judgment, some sort of, we were held back. We were held back of an opportunity that we really needed, but we're going to be able to thrive. In other words, an opportunity is coming back to us. We're a little bit defensive because our first experience with it was shit. But then guess what? we see something in it, or we're willing to learn or open to new possibilities, abundance coming to us. I think in some ways, and check this out, what's on the bottom of the deck? Cancerian energy of moving forward and progress. The other side of the deck is abundance and prosperity in the 3D. So that's really good. In other words, something's coming back for us. And it feels like something that we didn't really recognize or know right away. The first time we saw it, or the first time it saw us, it kind of like threw us to the side, pushed us over, didn't want to look at us, or didn't want to give us a chance. Or we didn't want to give it a chance. But now we're starting to see the bountifulness in it. We're starting to see the potential in it. You know, I have to say this. We're not always ready. I'm trying to look for my tissue because my nose is stuffy. It's runny. It's nasally. We're not always ready to see the opportunity. Interestingly enough, I had a conversation with my son today, and you know, he's like, he knows what he wants, and I actually had a conversation. It's interesting how I had a conversation with my son after I had a conversation with myself, but it's like they were one conversation. It's really cool. Essentially, you know what you want, right? You have it in your mind. You understand what you want, but that doesn't mean you're actually ready for it. It's good. It's good that you're ready. You're going, right? You know where your heart is aligned. But the heart's alignment is not to circumvent or skip over all the lessons that we're still supposed to learn on earth. So, you know, it's like you want to be a doctor. Bitch ass, you still got to go through fucking medical school. You know what I'm saying? You can't just say, no, I didn't want to take this English class. Because what the fuck does it have to do with, it has to do with it. That's part of the requirement. It's part of the requirement to your undergrad. You got to fucking do it. Sometimes you got to do shit you don't got to fucking do. You don't want to fucking do. That's called life, bitch. That's called life. And it's living, right? Every single day we live our lives. And it's not the perfect scenario. And it's not the perfect situation. But it's another step. And it's not supposed to be the perfect situation or scenario because you're not supposed to stay there. But you are supposed to step there. You can't stop yourself from living because of your dreaming. Or because of where your heart wants to take you. Your heart wants to take you there. Don't mean that you don't have to pass some rough neighborhoods in the process. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that your tire isn't going to go flat along the road. It doesn't mean any of those things. You're just like, let your heart continue to be your guide, but don't let the idealism stop you from living life, because life is what's preparing you to be able to identify when you're where your heart wants you, to be able to identify what's really going to give and fulfill your heart's desires. You don't necessarily know that now. You know, it's like seeing through a child's eyes. They're shit. Child's eyes are crap. They don't see well at all. You actually have to grow into being able to process things with, like, learn how to use these tools to see. And we do that with our psyche too. You have to be able to go through shit in life to be able to expand your psyche to see what maybe not be easy or obvious to see. So don't skip out on what life is offering you right now because it doesn't look to you like the perfect scenario. Because it's either bringing you toward the perfect scenario, prepping you for the perfect scenario, or it is the motherfucking perfect scenario. You just don't know it yet. Bottom line is you can only get there through living. You can't get there through dreaming. You can't get there through aspiring. You can't get there through hoping. Those things guide you there, but they don't get you there. You have to actually live. I was having a conversation with myself, because I do that, on the road home. And when you really start to get to know the technicalities and all the nuances of astrology, you start to really wonder how anybody could ever be bored. Because there's so many complexities in life that if you're really engaged in life, there's no room for boredom. You know, we're going to be begging for a break when you experience boredom, let me tell you what boredom is. Boredom is a clue that you are not engaging in your life. Because if you are really engaging in life, there is no room for boredom. There is no room, there is no time. Boredom is that presence of mind, that state of mind that says, I'm not going to try this because. And you've done it so much that you've blocked yourself in and now you've got nothing to do. And now I'm bored. I'm bored, I got nothing to do. Because you blocked yourself in mentally, because you refused to engage, because things didn't add up to the perfect ideal scenario. And so you stopped yourself from getting in there and doing it. Stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. Say yes. This is a great time to say yes. Not with the idea of permanence, not with the idea of signing a contract, but yes to let me learn, let me find out, let me explore, let me investigate. Yeah, I'm interested. Let me see. This is that time. Now, this reading is it's all about that. It's about something that we didn't see at first. Something that we may have misjudged because it looked too small or too insignificant, or something that we misjudged. And we're sort of when the opportunity, or it could have been us, right? They could have judged us as wrong or too small or insignificant. But so when the opportunity comes back around, somebody's really going to be defensive. Somebody's going to be like, let's put it this way. They're going to be asking us questions, or we're going to be asking them questions about why all of a sudden did you change your mind about me? Why all of a sudden am I interesting now? This is that day to ask those questions and let those questions be asked to you. Because it's getting out there in the world again. It's deciding after a long time of playing it safe and just being a servant to those who were out there getting after their life. Because that's what he is. He moves slow and he's reliable and he's dependable because he doesn't do shit for himself. He does nothing but let other people dream for him, and then he just supports their dreams. He's too scared to actually get out there and fucking dream his own. This guy remembers the dreams of his own. Remembers that he had them, and it's suffering. He's hurting because he's realizing what lack of courage has done to his life. And now he's rethinking, what should I get out there? Yes, you should get out there. Yes, you should try. Yes, you should explore. Yes, you should look around. It doesn't mean you have to settle on the first thing you see, but it means you got to get back out there in life. There's too much in life to be bored. If you have been feeling any kind of boredom, it's because you have decided to not live for the benefit of staying alive. And that's pretty sad shit. So let's get into the Oracle card readings. Yeah, what I see today is an opportunity coming back around. An opportunity coming back around. And, maybe you're not trusting it because it rejected you. So that's kind of what it's translating to. Because it made you feel like shit when you were first rejected. It did. It's like you really wanted it the first time around. But maybe the rejection was good because you had to look it over again and see it for what it really was instead of what it idealistically was. Communication is key, new moon in Gemini. So there are questions to ask. There is information to receive. But there definitely is, in other words, that's how the information is going to come in, through communications. And then we have conclusions are within reach. Get your questions on, ask those questions or answer those questions. This is essential right now. This is the thing that's going to happen to us today. The question and answer that is going to sort of open up some doors for us. Okay? I love that. You are ready. You are prepared. Oh, okay. Okay. You are ready. You are prepared. You are prepared for anything. You are prepared first and foremost for happiness, balance, and peace. But secondly and thirdly, you are prepared to kick somebody's ass if you have to. all those things you've been through have taught you how to be ready for any case scenario. But you're not looking for a fight, but you are ready for one. You're not backing down, but you're also not causing trouble. You know, that's a very balanced energy. Talk about balanced energy, unconditional love. This is the presence of unconditional love in our life. This is complete and total acceptance and understanding and knowing and compassion. Unconditional love. Ooh, this could be, I don't know. This could be some good shit is what I'm saying. And cooperation. Oh shit. I think that your girls or your guys, like, that's what it is. It's like you're going to have to talk to your people. You're going to have to talk to your people about somebody or about you, or communication is coming in about and information about situation between about you two. And oh my God, is he? Oh my God, is she? Somebody talking about somebody. Getting information from your girls. That's kind of what this is. This is it. This is like, it's like being in a gangle of people that you trust, of your friends, right? And look at what the first card is. Network. Using your network to create opportunity for yourself in ways that you could not come up with, but it's important to you, so you're kind of stuck. And I feel like you think that there was a no when there really could be a yes, and you may find some of that shit out shortly about a connection, a communication, a connection that wants to happen but needs a little help. I just did a reading for somebody yesterday. It was a personal reading where I realized that she did have somebody in her life that was meant for her, but she wasn't going to be able to see it by herself. She was going to need her friends to help her along and push her along. You know, and I'm going to say the B word, blind date. You know, it's like none of us want them. None of us, because they're fucking uncomfortable. Let's just face it. But it's almost like, you know, you ever see that movie, The Ugly Truth, with Katherine Heigl and Gerard Butler? You ever see that movie? It's a real fucking funny movie. It's really hilarious. And they're two of the most beautiful people on the planet, and they have such exceptional chemistry. And it's just hilarious, this movie. But I was thinking about this movie today. I'm walking along the beach, and I realized the brilliance of the movie is in the other guy. Yeah, the other guy. The guy that she thinks she likes, and that he helps her woo, almost Cyranak de Bergerac style, when in reality, it's the two of them. Really, that other guy was just a conduit for the two of them to get to know each other. There's like, she would not have felt comfortable, because both of the characters are people who are fucked up. Like they just have problems with relationships. They just do. Both of them do, right? So there's no way that just being themselves or without any help, they would have been able to figure that shit out. But with this other guy, because the premise of the movie is she really likes this neighbor of hers who's really handsome. And he is like this womanizer who's not really a womanizer, but he is a womanizer, who is giving her advice about how to attract this guy. And it works. But the wonderful thing that's happening while this is going on is that they're really getting to know each other's truth, the ugly truth about each other. And when you can know somebody's ugly truth and see their actual truth, God, I'm going to turn that into the actual truth, because the actual truth is rough. It is ugly. And it's beautiful for its truth. It's not necessarily what you want to see, but it is what is to see, right? And so that's kind of what they're getting to know about each other, because there's this other character in between them that's allowing them to open up while feeling safe. So that's kind of like what I'm feeling right now. It's almost like in order to open, you're going to need help. You're going to need that buffer. You're going to need somebody that comes in to kind of help you out. And it's not like the character in the movie is helping them out. He's just giving them almost like a safety zone to like open up to each other. That's really interesting. And I just always found that really fascinating about how they both needed her to be pursuing that other guy when they met. Because if that wasn't the case, they would have not ever really seen each other for what they really were, which is how you really fall in love with somebody. Do you know what I'm saying? And so sometimes we need a little bit of help. You know what I'm saying? We just do. We just fucking need it. And it's because we can't get out of our own heads, or we've already made decisions about, oh, I'm maybe, in the worst case scenario, I'm ugly, nobody will love me, or simply that I'm bad at relationships, or I'm not interesting, or that, I'm happy being single. And maybe you are happy being single, but really it's because it's safe to be single, or maybe just you are happy being single, but whatever. I think the bottom line is we make these decisions about ourselves and about the way we think other people will perceive us. And they're not true, but we kind of like self-fulfilling prophecy make them true because that's all we know how to see. And we need a third party in there to can help us out. It's not necessarily an actual matchmaker, but it kind of is. And this could be coming through just friends that are helping to kind of push you two together, or talk or say something, or share messages or deliver messages. Sometimes we just need that extra fucking help. I mean, it's just that way. And there's something coming around here that we needed. It's almost like another person needed to be in between us at first to help us be able to get real and see each other. Something about cooperation. Like, it may be a real team effort to bring you to this place that you really want to be. Now, it may not be another person. It could be your job, a career opportunity. It's opening up through your network, through people telling you something, and then setting you up or connecting you with somebody that could really help you, or that's really interested in you, in terms of, no, you're the perfect one for the job. I couldn't find anybody like you. You know, and it's like you just needed that other conduit, but it's a 3D conduit. This isn't coming out like DMs or emails. This isn't coming out like, it's coming out like a person recommending you to another person. That's the way it's coming out in the cards right now. You understand? And maybe in a way that you don't even have to know that they're setting you up. So it's not like a blind date, because that's really fear inducing. But it's like you wouldn't even know that they're and maybe they don't even know. They're not trying to set you up, but they're like, oh, you got to talk to this person because, and then you meet that person and it's just like, wow, or, and there's something different, and there's something there that you can't exactly qualify, but it wouldn't have happened without the network, the connection. Okay, now we have you face your fears, release the power of fear, and follow your intuition. Okay, your intuition's on point today. Your mind may be a little fucked up, but your intuition is really on point today. It's all just connected to the something spiritual. So trust your intuition today. Don't try to push yourself to go into directions that really aren't sincere for you. But also don't question yourself when you're being pulled in a direction. Please don't do that. Let yourself be pulled, because sometimes we stop ourselves. We will be facing fears today. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. Where are we? Shut up. Better stop. I am destined. You're destined. So this is destiny. There's something about destiny that is intervening, that's coming here. It's just happening. It was supposed to be. Trust this, please. Trust this direction. I hear destiny in my head. I am destined. And it's literally the universe delivering you to where you need to be now through the conduit of other people. Remember, it's Gemini season. Gemini season's all about what connecting with other people can do for you. What just simple conversations between you and somebody else can open up the door to. Very important. Very important right now. So talk to people, please. Talk to people. Never-ending story. See, this is about something that keeps, like, karmic shit keeps going round and round and round. Something that we need to confront. Like, we feel like it's never gonna end. It is gonna end. You understand? It absolutely will end. This is not. It's gonna end when you let it end. When you stop thinking about it. Regeneration, changing, actually changing what you were stuck in, so you're not stuck anymore. Take a break. Time to take a nap. Replenish, revitalize, maybe recoup, and then soulmates. So this could very well be, let's put it this way, a situation that kept spinning around and around and around, having to end a specific mindset before we get this chance, this second chance. Maybe there was a break, somebody needed a break. Maybe this isn't even a person you know. We just had to, like, take a break away from, like, okay, I don't want to fucking date right now, I just can't. Then all of a sudden, boom, it happens because you leave room. There's something here with you. If it's not making sense and it keeps spinning around, then fucking just let it die, right? Let it be done. Let yourself breathe for a second. Take a break to renew yourself, to revitalize yourself, and then this is a soulmate energy. We get 2 cards that are indicating unconditional love and soulmate. 2 cards. And this is really it coming in at a time when you weren't looking for it. And that's what's good. Because your eyes didn't know how to see it. And maybe you could only catch it in the peripheral. Just saying. Okay, amethyst. Revealing your true self. As you allow others to know the real you, you'll feel loved for who you truly are. Jesus, Mary and Joseph, I can't even, like, how perfect is this? Keep amethyst on you. It helps to cleanse and heal your heart especially. As you allow others to know the real you, others, right? Real people knowing you, you'll feel loved for who you truly are. People talking about you, maybe just talking you up, right? Like saying, oh my God, this person makes me feel so good. She's truthful, she's honest, I could be myself around her. They're talking you up. And all of a sudden, that's how you get heard, right? To the person whose ears need to hear about you. Own your divine power. Y'all see how I'm getting old? You saw that? Did anybody catch that? Anybody in their 40s out there just catch how I had to be like, oh, did you see that? Yeah, it's delightful. Replace codependent people-pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. Damn straight. It's not about, you know what? And the ironic part about people-pleasing is you don't really please people. You just placate them for a while. Because people aren't really pleased with people who just deliver something they already have. People want to be challenged. They want somebody to add something new to their life. Okay, so it's actually not you pleasing people by you deciding to be what they need you to be instead of being yourself. They actually need you. They want you. They want you. They don't want somebody who's kissing their ass. They really don't. They really don't. Answered prayers. All your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. Well, looky there. All your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. Well, looky there. That is some beautiful shit. Deep emotional healing. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences. Okay. And you are willing to devote time and energy toward therapeutic care. Get yourself the shit that you need because you're important and you're worth it. Okay? I'm serious. Even if it's literally therapy, don't think about it as, oh, I need therapy. Oh, I'm so ashamed, or that's so insulting that you would say I need therapy. No, think of it as I deserve therapy. Thank you so much for knowing that I'm worth being fixed. Perspective. You ready? Moving on. I haven't been called to use this deck in a while. This deck, the Lemuria deck, has some of the most beautiful illustrations, but I don't really connect with their meanings, which is why I stopped using it. Awakened awareness, and there you see the eye, and beyond the mind. Awakened awareness and beyond the mind. The third eye, baby. Awareness of something that you could not see before. Really learning something new, because this is not based on something you knew before. You didn't have access to any sensory input about it before. Now you're finally able to receive the sensory input that lets you know it's even there. It's literally like seeing in a whole different spectrum. We're honestly believing something wasn't real because sensorily speaking, you couldn't perceive it, but now you can. Now you know. Ooh, that's good shit. Oh, I love this. This is my favorite card in this deck. My favorite card in this deck, Retreat and Recharge. It's the second time you've been asked to do this. This is a perfect time to do it too. Retreat and recharge. It's just so beautiful what like a rest can do for you. And then be present, finding balance and reestablishing your balance by being present in this current moment, letting your emotions melt away, be present in the current moment, slow down. We're in Mercury retrograde. Stop feeling so cursed that Mercury is in retrograde. Slow down. You don't have to react right away. Consult your body's wisdom. Amen. Hallelujah. Like your body wants to talk to you. Your body's trying to tell you things. Why do we always like disqualify what our body knows? I'm tired of that. You do realize that this has evolved over hundreds of thousands of years to be perfectly tuned with this environment. Why do we ignore that? Why do we ignore what our body tells us, including about other people? Like, why is your mind trying to convince you that the person sitting across the table from you is the one, when every bell in your body is saying, they're not. This is a nice conversation, but not the one. Because we're desperate and we're scared and we want to like just jump into something because we think, oh, I'm never going to get another chance. That's not true. Just keep living your life, but keep looking. That's what I'm saying. Don't stop looking, right? Don't think, just assume, oh, it'll come to me. It'll come to you if you come to it. It'll come to you. You have to generate the flow of what's coming to you. So that means you have to put as much energy in, right, as is coming back out. Right? That's what's happening. I'm sorry I didn't turn off notifications. Sucks. Okay. Thank you for everybody who just joined, baby. Hee. How are you guys? How you guys doing? Where was I? Yeah, so in other words, you can feel what's right. I recently experienced this, not with a person. I wasn't on a date. I was looking for a new apartment recently. And I walked into an apartment, a right price, really, really good price for the location that I want. And I walked into this place and I just knew this isn't where I wanted to be. And I didn't want to deal with the disappointment, so I tried to convince myself that maybe I wasn't looking hard enough. Maybe I wasn't seeing it in the right way. I tried to imagine, my stuff within those walls. And I just kept feeling worse and worse about myself. I just kept feeling like I would have to like hack parts of myself off in order to fit in there. And how about just deal with the disappointment? This isn't the one. Now I got to keep looking. I got to go someplace else. Like that's kind of like where we have to be right now. It's not resign yourself to where you are, but also don't push yourself into or try to squeeze something that doesn't fit. Because something does fit. And I know I preached to you about don't wait for your ideal. Don't wait for your ideal. Ask, continue to explore. Don't just sit there and say, no, until the ideal comes to me. No, you got to get out there and look for it. You got to keep trying, you got to keep testing, you got to keep looking, you got to keep hearing, you got to keep listening, you got to keep going, right? That's how we really are going to get to where we really want to be. That's how we're really going to get there, is keep going, keep trying. But to go the opposite way and try to convince yourself that it's right for you when it's just not right, let it go, man. I know we're scared. We're scared that if we don't take this, then we're never going to get that chance. That's not true. This was just another experience. It was another foothold along our way, and now we got to move to the next one. And maybe it taught us a little bit about what we do want. And so now we have that information, and now we know. And that's something to take with us, right? Lessons. Love it. Surrender and trust. Wow. I didn't even see this card, but it's like I knew this card. Surrender and trust. And then stretch and expand. We are opening up. We are opening up. We are opening ourselves up to new chances and new opportunities. We are. And we have to keep saying yes to new opportunities, but we don't have to sign on the dotted line, right? We have to keep exploring. And in other words, we have to say yes to the possibility. We don't have to commit to the eternity or the forever. That's where we should be right now, is all I'm saying. Let's get into your angel readings. Angel cards, peace. No matter where you are or what you're doing, inner peace is always possible. All it takes is a subtle shift in awareness. Think love and peace will follow. Now, love is connection. It's unconditional connection. Compassion, right? Honoring the God in somebody else, right? Which honors the God in you. Sacred space. We, your guardian angels, surround you with emerald, gold, and rose pink light. Surrender your concerns and worries and enter this sacred space of love and healing. Okay. Maybe we just need a second to sit on this, not to give up, but we need time to think about things, right? In other words, there's learn, and then there's come home and take a nap. Give yourself time to digest it. And then learn, stop, take a nap. Give yourself time to digest. We're going to need these sort of like ebb and flows of quiet time and active time to process what we are being exposed to right now. That's a beautiful pattern. That's a beautiful flow. Courage. You have what it takes. Just do it. We, your angels, are here to support you. Can you feel the push and pull of this reading? It really is try and then assess. Try and then assess. You know, take the chance, review. Take the chance, review. Such a beautiful, fun, playful, energized, and really educational period right now. I love this. I really do. I think it's fun. Prayer. No matter how difficult the situation may seem, all is possible. Ask. We are listening. We are listening. Now be sure when you pray, you are connecting to entities of unconditional love. That's a must. What was it? I'll try to find it. I'll try to post it. It was Shaman Durek that actually explained it really well. And I will try to post it. I'll find it on his page, or go find his page. He has like 1 million subscribers. And maybe you can find it, and I will post it here so that you guys can see it, what I mean. It's a profound message that will change your perspective on how you pray and who you pray to, just to let you know. And then heart song. What is your heart saying? Stop and listen. Your truth lies within the empty spaces between your thoughts. You see the rest period, that rest? The empty spaces between your thoughts. That's where truth is. Okay, your truth shines through from within your soul. Your truth is that which is eternal and unchanging. Your truth is love. So you got to give love a pathway through. Thoughts are important, but you got to give them room, that neutral zone, to process compared to that truth. That is that processing place to see, does this really work? What fits? What doesn't? What do I get rid of? What do I dispose of, right? Because we just let go of so much. We don't want to incorporate more junk. We want to keep our space clear and open. We don't want to like make things too, because that makes things toxic, right? When we start to shove shit in again. We don't want to do that. We want to keep it clear. We only want to welcome in those things that are like real yes. And we can like say, oh, let me try this. Okay, no. Let me try this. Okay, no. In other words, not every yes has to be a permanent yes. I don't know. I just got sand in my eye. Not every yes has to be, change my world. Some yeses are temporary to teach us what we don't like. And in doing so, teach us what we do like. So this is a really experimental time. And I gotta say, it's fun. Have fun, man. I said this on last week's weekly. And this is not just for dating and romance. It's metaphorical. Now is a time to date. It's not a time to sign the marriage license. It's time to have fun, getting to know, understanding, getting to learn about yourself through learning about other people and your experiences with them. This is that time to say yes to different options, to see how those options fit you. And it's not just about, are they good for me? Are they bad? Do I want them? Do I not? What do I learn about me through my experiences and my encounters with them? That's the important thing that's going on right now. And if we get in this mindset, you will not lose. You will not lose. You will make the most out of everything that is energetic right now. I love you guys. Woo, woo. And I will definitely be here tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. But thank God it's Thursday. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Bye, guys.